Fishyaker.com, the original kayak rigging video series.
Hi, this is John Oast from Fishyaker.com. In this episode, I'm going to show you how to install a two-piece anchor trolley system on your kayak. What I typically do is use nylon pad eyes, and again, this is a two-piece trolley, so I put one in the bow and one in the stern. I typically use bungee or shock cord. It's going to eliminate some of that tension, the pressure on your pad eye point. And in this application, I'm installing a pulley on either end. So again, this is a two-piece anchor trolley system. So I'm typically running from the side handle, about the center of the boat point, from the side handle to the bow in one section, and from the side handle to the stern for the second section. So one to the front, one to the rear. You can also use a one-piece anchor trolley system, but keep in mind the shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line. So since the side of your kayak is kind of at an arc, it's going to kind of cut the corner off a little bit, and you'll have the anchor trolley line right there up against your leg. So running one to the front and one to the rear kind of duplicates the installation, but it actually keeps the line out of your way. As you see here, I've run the line through that side handle, run it through the pulley attached to the bungee cord, which is attached to the pad eye at the bow, and then both ends of the line I tied to an O-ring. And here I'm installing a cleat so I can tie off my anchor line. In a moment you'll see me doing the same application to the stern of the boat. Keep in mind you want to be very careful when you're anchoring a kayak, especially in current. Never anchor a kayak directly off the side of the kayak, because it can easily turn the kayak over and you'll end up in the water. And the anchor off the side of the kayak, just remember, just the weight of the anchor alone could be enough to kind of tip you over. So always, put it off your bow or off of your stern. The whole point of the anchor trolley system. But again, even if you're anchoring off an anchor trolley to your bow or stern, be very careful if you are in any type of moving or flowing water or tidal conditions, because if the water shifts pretty hard, it can still pull the boat under. So whenever you're anchored, always carry a knife on board the boat in case you need to cut it away. Again, here you're seeing me, I'm using rivets. I use a lot of rivets on kayaks. Just be sure when you're using rivets or actually any type of installation, use plenty of marine glue or marine goop, waterproof glue. It's going to form a gasket. It's also going to stop some of the vibration. It's also going to, help keep all your connection points solid. So again, here I'm using a rivet gun and attaching that cleat. When I do use these O-rings on my anchor trolleys, I typically run the anchor line itself through a carabiner and attach the carabiner to that O-ring. And on the end of my line, I'll usually use a float, some type of small buoy. So if I get into a squirrely situation, I can simply unclip it from that O-ring and toss it overboard, and I'll be able to find my anchor at a later time. I can come back to it and find the float. You can still also run it directly through that O-ring also. Or if you have a stakeout pole, you can simply run the stakeout pole through that also. Again, here I am putting on the stern section of the anchor trolley. Again, using some silicone, a nylon pad eye, riveting it on. I'll use a section of bungee, and again use the line itself with an O-ring. The boat we're using in this installation is an Ocean Kayak Tetra 12. It's a really nice and a good price point for a sit on top for recreational use or for fishing use. Again, I'm installing the shock cord. You don't necessarily have to use a section of shock cord, but again, it's good for keeping it off of the pressure off that pad eye. And also, when you're not using your anchor trolley, it also keeps that line kind of snug up against the boat, so it's not slapping around. Simply put both ends of it through, tie off a knot, and it'll basically just keep it from coming through the pad eye. Really, really simple installation. In this case, I'm using metal rings. A lot of places like Hook One, for instance, also sell them in nylon, which are a bit lighter and won't rust. Most of your metal parts, you try to get them, in this case here, try to get a stainless steel ring. And here I'm just attaching the ring to the other end of the line, and there you have it. Remember, if you want to see more kayak fishing and kayak rigging videos, simply go to Fishyaker.com or the YouTube Fishyaker channel. Thank you for watching.